Hello everyone, so today we are gonna talk about the T110E5. I'm gonna show you a small video, a quick game, about it. So as you know, there is some kind of anniversary, birthday or something when you have a tank, and it happens every something weeks. And today was my E5, so that means times 2 XP, times 5 I think credits, and that's what you get. So I did a game in it and that's what I got. I'm gonna show it to you in a few seconds, but I'm gonna talk a bit about the E5. So the E5 is the tier 10 American heavy, so it's well rounded. I mean, except for the bottom, but everyone is weak on the bottom. I mean tanks, not persons. It's quite well rounded. I mean, the armor is not great, but it works, at least frontally. The gun is good, and the turret and the gun depressions are great, except for the weak spot. But if you can hide it or move or wiggle a bit, it's becoming quite tricky to get it. So it's quite a nice tank. You don't see it as often as the IS-7, for example, but it's quite a nice tank, and in the proper situation, like hills or dunes, it can work very, very, very well. So let's go to the game. So as you can see, it's Yamato Harbor. In front of us, we've got an IS-7 driven by the LEGN guy. It's a good clan, great clan. So there is also the STB1 that can be a little problem. On our team we've got an Argo that is quite good clan, I think. We got also Bars that is not bad at all, and we're going on the right. So as you can see on the team composition, they've got 3 TDs, 3 mediums, so we are expecting them to go on the right. I'm going to where the Batchat is, I mean next to the hill, to work the ridges. The IS-7 is coming as well, that's good. Grille is spotted, IS-7 is spotted, and we see the 268. So I'm gonna go hold down. I mean, my turret is not impregnable, but it's manageable. I'm gonna do a quick shot on the 268 with gold, and it doesn't work. So as you know, the 268 has been buffed quite heavily on the 4.2 patch, I think, with gun depression, and that changes everything. So before that you couldn't work the ridge where the 268 was, and now you can. So I'm doing a quick one on the T54. It's getting wrecked. That's perfect. And I don't want to trade with the IS-7 because I've got a 400 alpha and he's got almost 500, so I would lose in trade. I've got a better reload, but with his TDs on the other side, I can get wrecked quite quickly, as the T54 was. So I don't want to pop on the 268. The U100 is blocking us a bit. IS-7 is doing a good job holding it, and we don't want to expose ourselves because it can be quite tricky, and I was focusing on something else. So we put again another gold round on the A7. At this point I didn't think it was gold. I thought I had switched back to AP, but it was gold, and we put one again, and I remember I was cursing, what the fuck is happening, those low rolls again. I don't do 400 alpha and I do like 350, 330, and at the time I was so focused on getting shots on target that I didn't even check my ammunition bar, and it's quite big. So my mistake. I didn't mean to be shooting that many gold, but you know, my clan is Goldnome Association, so I've got to live up to my name, my clan name, even by mistake. So I can go try to pick on the IS-7, but after that I see the 268 popping, and you see the turret is working as long as you move. IS-7 has been taken out, we are 3-3, so it's quite tricky, and now 3-4. IS-7 puts one into me. I don't want to expose myself because I want to save as much HP as I can. E100, we don't know what he did. He's got a stock gun, he's blocking me. I wanted to shoot the 268 and the guy is making my life quite hard. So I'm going back after killing the 268 and I'm gonna engage the IS-7. The E100 is going back, so I'm expecting him to at least hold or at least be a HP bag or something, but unfortunately my quick shot doesn't work. I'm going back to safety and the IS-7 doesn't want to pick too much, and I thought the 100 had the STB in check, but that's not the case. I know which shot with the IS-7 at the same time, so I've got the better reload and I'm going to kill him and going safe to the Jagdpanzer. So STB has bounced me and I wanted to keep my 100 alive as long as possible. No shot on the STB, so we're gonna go on the Jageru. Striking shot, and I see the STB, one shot going to a flank, so he bounces and I'm gonna go for an AP, and of course I'm doing a low roll this time. So he's shooting gold, that's good for me. And he's doing a low roll too, so I can take him out and go for the Jagdpanzer. He can basically sneeze next to me and I'm going to die, but he doesn't seem like a very experienced player, so I'm going to go around without rocks in the way and finish him off easy. So really tense battle with the STB. I've got unlucky at first when I couldn't kill him, but next time I was lucky. He did a very massive roll, and that's the thing that kept me alive, and I got to win the game. 4 kills, 4.7 damage. Poor guy in the STB did 5.1. That was an ace for me and a nice one for an anniversary, so I didn't lose that much credits. I did like 50k earnings. With that much gold spent on targets that I could have gotten in with AP, at least for, I don't know, half the shots. I could have shot AP and it would have been the same with better damage. So my mistake, but it happens and I got lucky, yes, but you need to be lucky to get aces. So right now we're gonna go for a small rewind to the end of the game to see what was I thinking, because I didn't get to explain everything that was going in my head, and I think it's quite important to see what I was intending to do, what I did, and what the enemy did. So we're going right now. So going back in time, I've just been shot by the STB, and you see I could go for the IS-7, but I see the Jagdpanzer, so I want to be safe on the IS-7. I put a shot, he misses, and now as we shot at the same time, I know I've got a better reload, I've got adrenaline popped, so I know I can take him out before taking any more damage on the IS-7 part, at least. So I take him out. I want to be safe from the Jagdpanzer that is focusing on the E100. I straighten my armor to bounce the SCB, and I'm going back to help my E100. I want to at least keep him alive, because he's got HP and he's got a gun, even though he's not really good. And I see I can't save him, so I want to try and shoot the STB, but I can't, so I choose to track the Jagdpanzer. That's the most important part. And now I see the STB rushing, so I straighten my armor. I want to face him. The Jagdpanzer is not a danger, and he bounces on my frontal armor turret, I think, and I can one-shot him, but you know, RNG, and it's a low roll, so I'm going back. I want to be safe from the Jagdpanzer. I know I can take one shot, and the second one, it's a 50-50. I know I can be killed, but you see, he doesn't, so I'm gonna go for killing him. And I see the Jagdpanzer is having trouble going up, so I think maybe it's about soft ground and everything, so I'm going up the hill, and I want to use the downhill to go faster and quicker and to be able to flank him. So that's what I do, and there is a rock in there, so the second try I'm going to flank him, and you see he's got trouble turning his hull, so that makes me having a nice shot on his side. So as you can see, it feels quite easy and lucky and everything, but in the end you have to know the specifications about your tank mostly and the enemy tank. So the first thing was to know I could shoot before the IS-7. I know it sounds I don't know, silly, but for maybe 75%, 80% of the players, they won't think about it, and they will duck back into cover without knowing they could shoot another time before getting shot. So that's the main point. The second point would be to keep your enemies, at least when you are 1 versus 2, 1 versus 3, it is to keep one enemy, if to fight one enemy at the time. So the first one was the STB, and as I saw, I could claim basically the first one was the IS-7 and after the STB, but it's the same thing. You faced one enemy at the time. That's the most important thing. So if you face like 2 enemies, you are gonna lose, because they can either pincer you, or maybe they can shoot you twice when you shoot once, and they've got more HP, one can go around and everything. So the best thing to do is to face the most dangerous enemy, at least with the best mobility, that was the STB, and after to engage, if you win of course, to engage the slower one. So I knew I had an advantage of armor in front of the STB, so I used it. I put my frontal armor in front of him, and afterwards I knew I had the advantage of mobility, and I had a turret, so I used it against the Jagdpanzer. So that was basically it, and you saw the luck and unluck, I guess, because I could have one-shot the STB at the first shot. So I guess it's 50-50, you have to get a bit lucky when you get your masteries. So that's about it, and I hope you like it, and feel free to leave me comments on ways to improve. I'm trying to improve my accent and English and everything, but recording is not the same as a conversation, so I'm having a bit of trouble, like having a seamless speech. So that's about it. Please leave comments and likes and subscribe if you didn't, and see you next time. Bye bye.